I came in nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it to just do it. Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Totoro, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Blink of my VIP. Snicker my. One brick, one miss. Rich took his chick, I know. We talking start like ball hype. Pretty face guy like, bruh, how do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. Some of daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. The veneer of a new season is gone. Yes, we used veneer in a football game. We're in the middle of the schedule now. It's away here in Week 7. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Go! Carried by Brooks to start the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Brian Thomas Jr. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Fields the hard squib kick. Big shot at the end of that return as he gets it just past the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Safford now on 1st down. It's complete to Hunter Henry. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Chan, a first down carry. And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And someone stepped in, it's intercepted! Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Down the left sideline he goes. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Brooks goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Working from the gun, Williams. It's a Seattle touchdown. So Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks drive out to an early 14-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Stafford from the gun. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Third down, 1 yard to go. Motioning the tight end left. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Ready. 0. Alert!
Handoff running left, A-Chain. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. It's a gain of 22. And that's a 49er first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Big 20. 21.
Staying on the ground here with A-Chan. Again, he hits the second level. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Set. 0. Hey, fly low.
From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, ready to gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Devon Holland comes up with it. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
On the option, they give it to Brooks. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this piece down.
2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the 28. Big gain downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gain 18 on the previous play.
Let's go.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Well, these top-tier offenses have brought the firepower so far. Plenty of points in that first quarter. It's a 2-score game early. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Back now for the second quarter. And the Seahawks, they have got to look towards the end zone.
Ready.
The back grabs it. Touchdown, Seattle! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 27 on the play. And that's a 49er first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first down, here's Stafford. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And now it's second down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Back to the air we go on second. Stafford. He's trying another one deep. And oh, he got it. Interception. Picked off by Deontay Banks. They're out and set. First and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety. And it wasn't a touchdown or a field goal, Brock, but hey, points are points. And their first points of the game come on that there safety.
You'll take them any way you can get them in this league, Kate, right? And if the defense has got to score and they've got to continue to score, that is just fine, because that is a breath of fresh air on that sideline and hopefully a bit of a kickstarter for their offense as well.
And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They'll get this drive started. First and 10.
22.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. That's taken in by Henry. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
Hey, 22.
Throwing now on first down. Stafford. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Hey, give me radar.
Stafford to throw again on second. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Omaha, ready to move.
Throwing his Stafford on third. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Offense up to the line fast.
42, 59.
Now Stafford again. And they won't do it. That fall's incomplete on fourth down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Let's go now. Take go.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. Juke the defender. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They gain 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Back now, pressure on its way. Fits it through the middle. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks running away with it in the 2nd quarter. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks grow their lead yet again. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, 50. Look behind.
Shotgun snap to Stafford. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
2nd and 10 now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Stay 50, stay 50.
Stafford now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And it'll be Seahawks football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Here we go! Set! Ready?
On the give, it's Brooks. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Out of the pistol, Williams. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. Gets it to the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks ballooning the first half lead even further. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31.
Set. 11. Tonight.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Ball on the 45, first and 10.
Double right. Drill right. 22.
Defense showing blitz. Stafford gets this one to Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. The drive picks up here, first and 10. Running with A-Chain out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Kaiir Elam getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Taken in by Shaheed. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They have themselves another first and 10. Man in motion here. Stafford now on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
59! Hey, Red! Easy, alert!
Stafford from the gun. He has the San Francisco touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers still trail by a lot. It's a 26-point differential. The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. McLeod now returning it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set up. Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Escapes out to the left. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Back to throw. Here's Stafford. He'll get this to Henry. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
53! Ready!
From the red zone now. Henry on the catch. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. He tries to sneak it. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Achan will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
40 gun! 40 gun! You know, set! 20 hut!
Here's Stafford. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the 49ers get it back to a 19-point deficit.
49ers 16.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. McLeod now returning it. This return makes it up to the 25. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half.
Here we go, here we go. Chop 60, chop 60.
First down throw by Williams. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Trying to find Jalen Waddle, and now they face second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the 49ers make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half.
And middle. Omaha, ready, blue. Wait,
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
Shaheed on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10.
Ready. Zebra, like 7. Like 54. White. What happened?
Stafford back to throw. And they pick him off again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his second interception of the season. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half, because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
First down, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks push their lead further to start the half. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His third through the air this game. They'll try this extra point. And the extra point is up, and it is good. And the Seahawks continue piling on to this lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Achan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Achan again. Along the sideline, past midfield. Along the sideline, inside the 25. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Devon Achan with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers get it back to a 19-point deficit.
49ers 23.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. McLeod now returning it. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Throw reeled in by Thomas. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks continue adding on to that lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Set. Line 70.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on 1st down. Stafford lays out. What a catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
He beams one deep right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
20. Set.
Now Stafford again. He has the 1st over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Catch is made in close. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Set.
Achan will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all.
Touchdown, San Francisco! No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
49ers 30.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return.
At their own 24-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
At the 35-yard line.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Track at 60. Come on, set.
Williams set to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That's Thomas. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
New set of downs for him from the 46.
18, Pioneer.
Williams to throw on 1st. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go!
Williams pass. Complete to Brian Thomas. He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready.
Slot man motioned over. Williams with 3rd and long. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. So that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. And he wasn't needed at all in the first half, partner. This is going to be his first punt. Wow, beautiful punt there. They have them backed up all the way to the 2-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it's second down coming up.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
They run the counter to Achane. And he found some running room for a nice gain. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. To throw, Stafford. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. It connects on the deep shot. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Stafford from the gun. Throw left side caught by Shaheed. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's a 49er first down.
Hey, 5-0! Monday!
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Trying to run it in, Achane. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's in for the touchdown. The 49ers get it back to within 2 possessions. Devon Achane with the touchdown. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
The 49ers have it on the tee as they kick it away here. McLeod now returning it. And he pushes them up to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Quick slant taken in by Waddle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. To throw, Williams. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here we go.
Williams to throw on 3rd. Got him in. It's Thomas. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. From the gun, a give to Brooks. Escapes a defender. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Let's go. 18, run. 18, run. Go.
From the 31. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the 49ers have some new life in the 4th.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 45 on 2nd down. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Set. Hey, 22.
Stafford now. He'll get this to Henry. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Ready.
Taken in by Chase, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Rolling from the pistol, Stafford. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And the Seahawks get it as he makes his 3rd interception in this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block, and then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick 6. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Williams thrown again here on 2nd down. This ball's cut by Bowers. A pickup there of 33 yards. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Hands off here for Brooks. And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Running once more with Brooks. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they eschewed the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And, boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks getting closer to a 7-0 start. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Go! Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready?
Working from the gun, Williams. Catch is made in close. It's a Seattle touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks go up by 19. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Omaha, ready, move.
They fake the handoff now, Stafford. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it inside the 10. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Achan has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Junior Colson. The 50. 30. Gets the 10. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Went to the oh well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tack on 7 more to their lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running left, here's A-Chain. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Able to find Achane. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Seahawks get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out. They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So it's a win for the Seahawks. And as we play in October, they have kept their perfect start to the season going. To the point, Brock, I think you could argue they might be the league's best team in the front half of this campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run
you
it back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some clout around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gate, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change and scraping to maintain. Or sipping